Have some quick tips here for when you're working with gravity feed water on the farm. We have these ICB totes. You can see inside of them that we have some water. And with them hooked up to some hoses here, and that hoses go on out by where we have the broiler shelter out there. It also feeds our water system down below on that side of the hill, and even the other side of the hill too. But this is gravity feed, so that means those broiler shelters, the water is not super high pressure. So I walked over here to the bucket that I'm filling, and I wanted to show the system that I have for filling. Since this is gravity feed, it's actually a siphon, and so there is somewhat of a hill between me and there. So if I raise this too high, the water potentially would stop flowing and get an air bubble in it. So when I filled the bucket, instead of holding the tube above the bucket like this, I actually stuffed it down in the bottom. And since I didn't exactly know where the water levels meet on the bucket, that means that as the water raises, it won't ever go past the part where the siphon will stop. Whereas if I keep the hose up here somewhere, when I keep it up there, it's actually going to stop the siphon, and then I'll have to pressurize the system, close off the tanks, and run it again. But with this, this worked really well. Just putting the hose in the end of the bucket and letting it sit there, and it's filled this bucket right up, and I didn't lose the siphon at all, and there's no danger of it. If it reaches the point where the system is even with the top of the water level, wherever it happens to be in the ICB totes, it'll just stop flowing. It won't actually drain or stop the siphon. When I was running it too, sometimes you kind of wonder, well, is it actually even working or not? One thing that I did was I held it next to some of the just random pieces of dirt, and you can see some dirt moving there. As I move it around, you can kind of see the pieces moving. So I know that the water is coming up because you can see them moving. And in fact, this is enough water to fill the whole bucket. We see it's overflowing now. I did notice too when I did this trick of putting the hose all the way in the bottom of the bucket, we got a few bubbles out from the other day actually when we hadn't done this trick, and so we got a few bubbles upstream, but I saw those bubbles come out. So this is probably the best way to fill a bucket with a siphon if it's questionable where your water level is at.